So reaching out to reporters can be really, really hard and time consuming. And I think the time consuming part is what I think a lot of people have a challenge with these days. And so it's totally okay to use AI like ChatGPT, Claude, Gemini to develop a note that you want to send to a reporter to get them to include you in their story and quote you. But you just have to make sure that you're avoiding some key mistakes before you go ahead and do that. And so if you don't avoid those mistakes, a reporter could blacklist you, or you could even wind up in their spam box because their filters put you there. So the mistake that I see most people make is when they're using a GPT to create their pitch, which again, totally fine, is they forget that they're part of the process, right? So they put in the type of pitch that they want the GPT to create, and the GPT spits it out and they think they're done. When in reality, most times when you put in that first prompt to the GPT of what you want, it's probably not going to give you exactly what you're looking for. And it's going to sound very robotic and AI, which is the worst part. So the first thing you have to do before you draft a pitch is make sure that you can set aside time to review that pitch, make sure it sounds human, and that it's actually accurately representing what you want to say and why you're qualified to say it. And then after you do that, the next important mistake you want to avoid is that the pitch isn't using certain terminologies, certain structures that come off very AI to a reporter, because now they've seen it all. They've seen all different types of AI pitches. They're going to look for those M dashes. They're going to look and see, and I'll show you here on the whiteboard, right? Different paragraph styles and formats that make it pretty obvious that you use an AI. So for example, if you take a look at this pitch here, if I write it out for you guys, let's say we start with this, you'll have maybe paragraph 1, which is your intro, but then you'll have 3 lines. And you've probably seen this on a platform like LinkedIn before, where you'll have 3 very short lines, maybe, I would say 3 to 5 words each. And then you'll go into paragraph 2. So we'll call this para 2. You'll have another 3 lines, 3 to 5 words, and then conclusion. The second that a reporter sees this grouping of 3 to 5 words in each line, and there's 3 of them concurrently, they're going to know that you're AI and they're going to put you into that blacklist. So it's really, really important that when the GPT spits this back, you take this out and any M dashes, anything like that come out, so that the reporter is not going to automatically say this person may have not even taken the time. I don't even know if this is a real person pitching me versus some kind of AI bot that maybe crawled the internet, found the person's name and is trying to spam me, which can easily put you into that person's or that reporter's spam mail. And the last thing I'd say is you just really want to make sure that the pitch that you're writing sounds like you're talking to a friend. So when you're talking to a friend, it's going to be more like a note to a friend. It's going to be like, hey, so-and-so, I saw you were writing about this. I'd love to try to talk to you about XYZ. It's a topic I'm really interested in. Here's my expertise. I think I could help out. Let me know if we can connect and talk further. That's the kind of style that you want versus it being like, hey, so-and-so, and then just have more of an academic readout of what you're trying to say. So the more humanization you could put behind this, the better. You're going to up your chances of getting a response, but you're going to decrease by a lot the chance that a reporter is going to put you on that blacklist or put you right in the spam. And then bonus tip is if you want to take a stab at creating a custom GPT, that could be really, really valuable for you. So what I mean by that is if you're an avid user of ChatGPT, for example, you can actually go into ChatGPT. On the homepage, there should be an option that says create a custom GPT. When you do that, you're essentially building an AI assistant of sorts that's going to remember the instructions for building a media pitch to a reporter that it should follow, so that every time you want to go and develop a pitch, theoretically, the GPT should remember your style, the things you want to avoid, like those M dashes, things like that, and it'll follow the path that you've set out for it to build the best pitch that you're looking for, and will reduce by a ton the amount of revisions that you have to give it. So go into custom GPT, and then there should be a setup feature. In that setup feature is where the instruction box will live. And I think it's maybe like 200 to 300 characters max you can put in there, but you can put in the different instructions that you want it to follow. And then again, that'll dramatically reduce the revisions and time that you have to put into building the pitch before you actually send it off to the reporter. So if AI is used the right way, it can be an incredibly powerful tool for you to reach out to reporters, reduce the amount of time that it takes to do so, and land you media coverage is going to help you to generate new business. So my firm, PR73, actually helps clients to build custom GPTs and get the most out of GPTs for media pitches. So if you want to learn more, visit pr73.com or email me at justin@pr73.com. Hope you enjoyed the video. If you want to learn more about PR tips, how to use AI for PR and more, hit subscribe, like, and looking forward to seeing you on the next one.